So, today we're going to do another Let's Translate session. I'm not sure how I found this, but this is a Italian film website where they're talking about the film Bohemian Rhapsody coming to the screens. I know that's quite some time ago now, but I thought this would be a fun thing to translate. So, let's start with the title. Bohemian Rhapsody is arriving. How much do you know about Freddie Mercury and Queen? Something I've noticed that seems a bit strange in English is that before a band they also always put E. So it's the Queen. But obviously you don't translate it that way. A trivia quiz for real fans, but also for those who want to know more about Queen. Well, Queen were around when I was growing up, so I should know more about them, or I should know about them, but I don't know very much about them, really. So this should be fun. Freddie Mercury is one of the big myths of rock music. Queen, one of the most loved bands of all time. Oh, my intonation there was a bit off. Their true story will be told in the film Bohemian Rhapsody, a biopic. Diretto usually means live, so I think here that probably just means kind of real life, from Bryan Singer and Dexter Fletcher, who I don't know what ripercorre means exactly, but they're talking about showing the rise of success of the London band from Esordi, I'm assuming that's from nothing, to the apex in the middle of the 80s. Rami Malek interprets, so plays the singer and leader of the band, an introvert man who, ciò nonostante, seems to me to be one of these words where they join two together. And I think this means kind of who, nevertheless, on stage became a force of nature, capable of holding the public in the palm of a hand. We would say a palm of his hand, in the palm of his hand, as is said of David Bowie. While waiting for the film, we thought we would dedicate our quiz, our quiz of this week, to Mercury. Discover how much you know about Freddie and Queen, responding to our questions. Yes, we are going to attempt the quiz, even though I know very little. There is another paragraph below, which, if you want, you can come to this site and translate for yourself. I'll leave a link in the description. So, 13 questions. What do we know about Freddie Mercury? What is the real name of Freddie Mercury? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it isn't Farouk Mercury, because Mercury isn't really a surname. So it's either Frederick Bulsara or Farouk Bulsara. And I'm going to go for the middle one, which is probably wrong. Maybe not. Where was he born? Well, they called him a London band, so the likelihood is London. But for it to actually be a question, maybe not. So I'm going to say Zanzibar. Oh, there's a surprise. What was the first formation? Oh, what did the band call themselves before? When they didn't have Freddie Mercury in there? I've no idea. Kings. Well, that seems a bit corny, seeing as they ended up being Queen. I don't think it'll be that. I think it'll either be the Tea Set or Smile. And let's go with Weird, the Tea Set. No, it was Smile. I was right about Kings though. In what year were Queen formed? I think it's more likely to be 70 or 71 than 69. Although they're all very close, so, you know, let's say 71. No, it was 70. Which song did Freddie dedicate to his first companion and best friend, Mary Austin? No idea. Let's go with Bohemian Rhapsody. No, it was Love of My Life. That seemed too obvious. Which celebrated film of the 80s, a kind of magic? I'm not quite sure exactly what that means, but they're obviously asking which film was a kind of magic in. I'm pretty sure it isn't Flash Gordon because that was another song. The Wizard of Oz, unlikely. I'm going to go for Highlander. Who out of Queen designed the famous logo of the band? Oh gosh. Complete guess, Brian May. No, it was Freddie himself. Wow. In which album is contained... I have no idea. Which album has Bohemian Rhapsody in it? I don't know any of the names, but I'm going to go for A Night at the Opera, which, is right. What was the first solo album published by Mercury in 1985? Well, I'm going to guess Barcelona. I don't know the names of any of the albums, but no. Which celebrated performance live of Queen in 1985 has passed into history like one of the great, well, they're obviously talking about Live Aid, one of the greatest concerts of all time, rock concerts. I remember it well. Who Okay, I think this means who was intended to play Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody before Rami Malek. I didn't know anybody was, but hmm, I'd be surprised if it was Ryan Gosling. Sacha Baron Cohen does kind of have that look. Johnny Depp, oh, again, maybe. I'm going to go with Sacha Baron Cohen. Ooh, yes. Which Swiss city has hosts a statue of Freddie Mercury? I have no idea. Um, but I guessed right. When did Freddie Mercury die? Um, well, there's no reason to have two 1991s. I mean, seriously. Okay, my deduction says 24th of November 91. Yep. 8 out of 13. Not bad. So, that's today's fun translation exercise. Make sure you come to this site and translate that other paragraph for yourself.